Everyone, it's Samantha from Scrapmaster's Paradise, and today I'm going to show you a brown hair tutorial. I'm using the following colors: E13, E15, E27, and E29. And this is going to create a really caramelly type of undertones with the E13 and the E15. Well, I'm just going to zoom in and get started here. I went ahead and colored in the face of this image. This is from the SP & Company stamp set called Filled with Cheer Emma. This is available now. So I just went ahead and colored in her skin and her eyes, and on my finished card project I will post the colors that I used for that. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with my lightest color, which is E13. And I'm going to go ahead and start with her bangs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an area that's highlighted right in the center. So I'm going to use very tiny little flicks here to get this started. Let's see, making sure my thumb is out of the way. I'm going to flick up to that center line that's kind of invisible so that there's going to be a little bit of white showing through. I'm not going to have much white. You can see already this is a really nice caramely color to use. And I'm going to flip it, go the other direction. I'm going to almost completely cover that white area up, but I want a little bit of white showing through. Just little splashes of white. That just gives the hair a highlight. Okay. Then I'm going to go back with the E15, do the same thing but smaller flicks. You still see some of the E13 through it. And flip it. Okay, now for the darker colors, I've got E27 now. It's even tinier flicks. You gotta be really careful. You don't cover everything up. Okay, the colors coming together, and now E29 is our last color. Trying to hold my fingers out of the way. I'm just adding a teeny tiny bit of this under the rim of the hat. I might add it to the line down there, but probably just under the hat. I'm barely even touching down some of these times. Let me turn it around and look. Okay, so I'm just going to do the E29 right under the hat to give it a little bit darker. But you can see the caramely color coming through. We're going to do the same thing for her hair. And since her head is kind of covering up all that hair, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all of this be darker, and then the highlights coming down on these parts right here. I'm just going to start on one side. Let me zoom back out a little bit. Okay. I'm going to go with the E13. Just make my strokes go to down here. Just fill in a lot of this. This will just be all filled in with every color. I'm going to do the same thing with both sides, so I'll just go ahead and fill this in too before I flip it. And since these pieces are going to be behind her, they're going to be darker because of her shadow. Leaving some white showing through, but not on these pieces behind her. Okay, now this is the E15. Go with the same pattern. Okay, now for the E27, I'm going to concentrate up here and behind her little, her head for the shadow part. This is much, much darker. I'm going to use it kind of sparingly down here. I'm going to leave some of that caramel showing through right next to her head where the light will be hitting her, right around here. Same thing for this side. That in. Leave some lighter up there. I'm going to fill in down here. Okay. Now for the last color, E29, I'm just going to add it under her head here and then up at the top here, just to make certain sections much darker. Oops, sorry. Then right here. That gives her some dimension. And I'll show you my big mistake. Right here in her skin area, I went over the line, and that is going to be a little bit difficult to blend out because I've already made her skin. And this is a perfect lesson on why I do the skin usually last. I color the hair and everything around the skin, and then I do the face part because of little mistakes like that. If this face wasn't colored in yet, I could easily blend out that little brown area. But now it's going to be a little bit more difficult since it's already colored in. So that's just my little tip here at the end. You can see we've got a nice caramely colored hair tone, and it looks pretty good. So thanks for watching. Bye.